It is a happy hump day in the land where I am. Yay! Happy hump day. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. Thank you for joining me. I'm Valerie Shepard, coming to you live from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery. We are still in the desert and enjoying life and visit with Mama. We are coming to you from Mama's house. So you'll notice the background is different than normal, but that's okay. Hello out there. I see you. Thank you for being here. Many blessings. How are you doing? It's another happy hump day, Wednesday, middle of the week. Well, depending on how you cut your week, it's the middle of the week. I still cut it on Wednesdays, even though I do a lot on the weekends too. How much fun is that? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Valerie Shepard. I am the founder and CEO of the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery, where we help you master yourself in your life so that you can exquisitely, I love that word, exquisitely manage whatever your life brings your way. This morning, it feels like my life is bringing my way a weepy eye. So we will send love to it and thank it for being here and working and continue on. It's so good to have you here. Today I want to talk about something really important. It has come to me through a lot of the dynamics of the present moment. In the US, there's a lot going on relative to this pandemic and inequality, racial and social justice, a presidential election less than 100 days. It's probably less than 90 days now away. I think we're on just under 3 months till a presidential election around the world. Major things happening in other countries, civil unrest. There's just a lot going on. And what I've noticed is there have been enormous calls to action, taking up the mantle, so to speak, or kneeling down in the energy of what is wanting to be said, what is wanting to be helped, what is wanting to be created. So there's a lot going on, and we're all getting caught up in it. So one of the things that I want to talk about, I talk about this with my students a lot, and a little bit with my clients, but mostly with students, the importance of rest and sleep. Yes, I'm going back to rest and sleep. I love quotes. You know that I love quotes. So here are a couple I'd love you to think about. Just let them, ruminate in your body. Exquisite, the exquisite instrument of you that you always are. The answers you seek never come when the mind is busy. They come when the mind is still. They come when the mind is still. That's my Be Still and Mindful meditation class teaches that. That quote came from Nova Namaste 365 online. Here's another one. Game of Thrones fans might recognize. I just need to rest and sleep some and maybe die a little. George R.R. Martin, die a little. Like, what if we died a little to the worry, to the anxiety, died a little to the pain that we've been carrying for many moons, many lifetimes maybe. I just need to rest and sleep some and maybe die a little. How about this one from adventurer and author Ernest Hemingway? I love sleep. My life tends to fall apart while I'm awake. you know? Wow, profound. Here's another one, really important from actor Thomas Dekker. Sleep is the golden chain that ties health and our bodies together. Sleep. And what about this one from artist Banksy? When you get tired, learn to rest, not quit. That one feels very profound to me because I believe as I look at different aspects of my life, there are times when I just, I quit. I'm done when I'm tired. I'm done. And resting might have helped me get over whatever hurdle it was that I was having trouble getting over, whatever obstacles. My Hump Day Happy Chat on couldn't go around it, go through it. Ugh. So here's the thing, most of us are humans doing, not human beings. We're humans doing. We're about going and taking action and getting it done. Get her done. Making progress, getting from point A to point B or point C or point D or point E. I remember my corporate life. There was never a time, well, I won't put it on something else. I never took time, even in the midst of monumental successes, to say, okay, we're now moving into the downtime period. We're now into the period of rest and rejuvenation. And I know now what I didn't know then was that was taking its toll on my psyche, on my physical body, on my system, my whole my system, like the magnificence, the brilliance that each of you carry is diminished when in the absence of appropriate, adequate, deep rest and sleep, all in the name of what we've been trained and conditioned to believe is our quote unquote path to success. It's about getting ahead, proving ourselves, making our mark, showing what we're made of, and on and on and on. These platitudes around like what you're here for, which aren't really true, by the way. They're not true. That's not what you're here for. Hi, I see you. Thank you for joining. So the question can be at what cost? At what cost are we doing and going to the point that we're almost literally working ourselves into the ground? And by that, I mean into the grave in the ground. For what? Like to leave a legacy? What is that? Isn't that a life well lived? Like, what if making our mark is about showing that we know how to love and care for ourselves as much as we know how to love and care for others and the planet? It's not an either or. It's not a selfishness born out of disregard and disconnect. It's a healthy, responsible selfishness that says my cup has to overflow in order for me to flow into others. Rest and sleep, people. And there's a difference. There's a difference. So that's why this is called, I need some rest. Calgon, take me away, right? This Hump Day Happy Chat. Calgon, take me away. It's an old commercial. I'm dating myself. Rest, it's different from sleep. So I love this. According to the book Creation Health by Advent Health Publishing, rest involves your whole being, not just your body. Think about that. Your whole beingness, not just your physical body. It continues with complete and regular rest. You will restore your health, enhance your performance, and achieve an amazing sense of well-being. So what's the difference? Rest. So rest doesn't mean closing your eyes necessarily and going to sleep. It can. One of my favorite resting things is a mini sleep called nap. It's so upheld in many cultures, not so much in the culture that I live in, the American Western culture. But naps, biphasic sleep, which includes these periods of sleep in a 24-hour period, one in the afternoon and one in the night. Many cultures revere this need for biphasic sleep and for the benefits thereof. Not so much here. But what can you do in your own realm to give yourself this gift of biphasic sleep? So it can boost your memory, it can enhance your productivity and performance, it can improve your mood, it can stimulate creativity and problem solving. So if you're in a situation where you can't take naps in the middle of the day or sometime during the day, despite the scientific evidence that suggests a sneak away nap could be just what you need to create more and better in your realm, some things that you might do to help a restful period. Avoid caffeine. I know that a lot of us are trying to boost our ability, like artificially boost our ability to quote unquote get through the day, to wake up, to feel energized. And what would happen if we do the rest and sleep better? We could avoid those artificial needs, like no more Monster. Sorry, brand, but like, is that really the way that our body is craving in order to give us the best chance at doing that which is ours to do here on this planet? Like, it's inorganic. It's not the truth. And so the dynamic aspect of you might be saying, could you give me something that is not so much of that artificial stuff? Believe it or not, that artificial stuff puts further physical stress on the body. How do you know? How can you tell? Because you need more of it. You constantly need it to keep going. The body's not rejuvenating and it's getting hooked on the artificial. So the nap, avoiding caffeine, a rest for the mind might just be stillness of meditation, allowing yourself to completely eliminate the blah, 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 eliminating the blah, blah, blah. Rest, it's important. For some people, a rest is spend a little time in nature. For other people, a rest is really a nippity nap. I like nippity naps. I don't take them enough, but I love them. For some people, a rest is getting to play in their art, play in their creativity. So they get out of their left brain and into their right brain, and they're doing something that is purely organic, inspired from within, and completely in the energy of play, even though there's some doingness about it. So the whole idea is that rest is important. Find a way to, even if you can't take a nap, take a 10-minute just away from your computer. For heaven's sakes, put down your phone unless it's playing soothing meditation music, which mine does. And then allow yourself to just back off, Jack. Get into the sleep rest mode. So now sleep. Very different, very different. According to the National Sleep Foundation, it's directly related to how we perform, and it can totally impact the overall quality of life, the quality of your life, your entire life. Sleep impacts your entire life. Students, are you hearing me? My Living 101, being happy and whole students. Your body loves to sleep. When your body gets into that deep, deep sleep, you're actually giving it a chance to recover and a chance to prep for the next day ahead. So there are some people who call themselves night owls, and other people who say, I do fine on 5 hours of sleep. There are probably some people who do that. I will suggest there are less who do that than there are who can do, who need more sleep right away. So it's one thing to be able to survive on less sleep. It's another thing to be able to thrive on less sleep. And the data suggests that when we push ourselves, like I only sleep 5 hours, but I drink 3 cups of coffee and have 2 Monsters, we're potentially circumventing what our body really needs, telling ourselves a story that's not really true. So according to the National Sleep Foundation, listen to this stuff. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, incredible benefits to the cardiovascular system. It gets a chance to recover from the stress and the go, go, go of the day. Repairing and regulating muscle tissue. And when we're in a contraction because we're ready to do something like the fight or flight mode, or we're totally in a decompressed expansion mode. The rest from sleep, that deep rest, gives us a chance to regulate blood sugar and boost our immune system. It even does things like regulates our cravings. So like the more we sleep, the less we potentially crave different foods throughout the day. Your mind and your body will thankfully rest, allowing you from this sleep. It will thank you for the time you've given to allow it to recover, to create more energy that fuels you through the next day. When you're sleeping, get this. Now, this is data. When you're sleeping, your brain is also working on your emotions. When you get more sleep, you get sharper brain focus. You get more ability to boost your mood. This is sleep, people. Just sleep. How beautiful. Some of us may need something to augment the mood part. If you have clinical depression, you may need more. If you're the chemicals in the body are imbalanced, you may need something else. So this is not to circumvent any medical information that you have. This is just to boost your knowledge on what you could do for yourself with sleep. And according to WebMD, when you cut sleep short, you tend to have more negative emotional reactions and fewer positive ones in your day. So, when we're saying it, choose happy, it gets harder to make that choice in the moment, in a moment of critical, oh my gosh, things are going crazy. What am I going to choose? It gets a lot easier to choose a downwardly spiraling emotion, a lower consciousness vibration, when we're not rested, when we haven't gotten enough sleep. It's hard to take full advantage of the day when you're just tired. So here are some things you can do. So we told you the rest ones. Just give yourself a little time to just let go and just rest. Rest the mind and body, even in a waking state. Rest. Sleep. Here is the number one thing. And I love this. I got it from my dear friends. Shouting out to Natalie Ledwell and Mind Movies. Beautiful company, beautiful contributions to the planet. Take a look at mindmovies.com. I have several mind movies. They are a beautiful way to activate law of attraction in your life in a moving form. So if you know, what do you call them? Vision boards and creation boards. Those are built on doing something in visualizing. And Mind Movies helps you put that vision into motion. So creating this, this whole idea of this nighttime regimen I got from Nat and Mind Movies. So think about this. Here are a couple things that she talks about in the creating a nighttime regimen. Know how you have your daytime regimen, brushing your teeth, and you go through the motions and you do certain things to start your day. Now, what about if you created them for the end of your day? For the way that you say, farewell day, I'm now slipping into my sleep and rest mode. So your nighttime regimen, here are some things that she suggests you do. What would happen if you set a nighttime alarm? Like you put it in your schedule and set an alarm for, it is now I am going into my rest and sleep mode. And the alarm tells you to move in that space, getting ready for bed. It goes in your calendar. It's a part of your schedule. You make it a part of the routine and frequent activity of your day and your evening. Number 2, what if you found something soothing to ease you down that ramp into sleep mode? Find something. So for me, I turn on Insight Timer in my phone. I have it on my phone, an app on my phone, Insight Timer, and I slide into a sleep meditation. I usually do a theta healing meditation, or sometimes I'll just want to hear rain and thunder as I'm going to sleep. So it's basically about telling your body and your mind, we're slipping downward. We're out of activity mode. We're out of going and doing mode. And we're moving into the downward arc of the day. You just start it and your body starts to respond, right? Your body will listen to you as you tell it what you want. The next thing is deep breathing, like taking some deep breaths and going into the space of allowing the body to just calm down, to just calm down. Deep breaths, oxygenating the blood, giving the body time to calm down. The last thing I love doing is also one of the things I love doing several times during the day. It's a gratitude meditation. So if you can take the last 5 minutes of your day as you're in bed, turning off the lights, do not fall asleep with the TV, turn all of your technology off. The lights will, in your head, are telling your body to stay awake. So get into that darkness of sleep mode, turn off your lights, and say gratitudes. Gratitude for your bed, gratitude for the day that you had, gratitude that you're giving yourself an opportunity to go to sleep, to actually dive into the rest that you so importantly need every day. Like dive in. Gratitude is the best way. It is the number one attitude. Okay? Gratitude. So being grateful as you fall asleep. I find this is really cool. I find when I do that, when I fall asleep in the space of thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, that I wake up with a smile on my face. And it's amazing to me. It's like, it's not a full-on teethy grin, okay? It's not that, but it's a smile. And most importantly, it's a smile that I feel deep inside. It's like coming from inside rather than that something outside happened and I'm happy about it. It's really, really important that we do this. So the gratitude closing out your day can like translate right into the magnificence and beauty of your day. Go to bed with gratitude, wake up with gratitude. Woohoo! So that's it, people. While we're out there changing the world, while we're going and doing all the magnificent things that we are here to do. And I know that right now in the world, we are in action mode, and it's so important. There is so much on the planet that needs healing, and that needs that from us, that needs us to heal ourselves first as a way of contributing more healing to the planet. Us to do the action within ourselves of evolving this magnificent beingness into a higher vibration consciousness, and then applying that energy into the world for what the world needs. The instrument that we are needs to be finely tuned in order for its contribution to the planet to be in the highest vibration. That's what we need right now. What we need is for us to all be rested as we are making the choices that we're making to be the magnificence and to contribute that magnificence to the planet. It's juicy and delicious. I love it. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Hump Day. And I always sign off with the metta prayer, the prayer of loving kindness from the Buddha, Karanaya Metta Sutra. And I'm also going to add a blessing around sleep. This is from the Dalai Lama, who says, sleep is the best meditation. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. True nature is that you are an integrated spiritual human person. Divinity walking. God manifesting in this moment. and may all beings be free. That's it for this week's Hump Day Happy Chat. Thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you next time. Bye now. Signing off from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery. I'm Valerie Shepard. Happy Hump Day.